time. It's been over a month since I made a video, and I just wanted to, well, since I have time to actually make a video and I'm in a different space, location, I thought, hey, why not make a video and update you guys on what's going on, and also apologize because in regards to the Swan by Carolina accountability videos, I have not been posting any. I know I told you guys like not to expect like daily posts, but I did promise that I was going to, like, if I wasn't gonna post, that I was going to make a community post or like a note, like post something to let you guys know what I was doing, like post my measurements. But honestly, like after measuring myself, I'm not seeing any changes. So I'm just like, why would they care that I post something and like there's like literally no update? Like, why update you guys on like how my physique is doing if my measurements are staying the same? So I was like, what's the point of that? So basically during that time frame from like the last time I posted until like now, I would say we're in October, so September was shoddy for me. I won't even lie, I didn't work out as much as I wanted to. But actually October I did work out, but I was not posting it, I was not making any videos. And so I just wanted to come back here and update you guys. So I worked out last week. What was the last week? We're still in a week. Hold on. Okay, so the week before that I worked out a couple of days out of the week, and then I went to Orange Theory because I had gotten a free trial for 3 days. And I only did one class because, to be honest, nothing wrong with Orange Theory, but it's just really not for me. It's not my cup of tea. Like the interval, like the weight training, and then the switching to the treadmill, and then switching to the rowing machine. I was so confused. And even the instructor, like, I went on the rowing machine and I was like rowing for like way too long because I didn't sign in. And then the instructor had to come and be like, hey, like, I think you've done enough rowing. And I was like, I looked at the screen, I was like, oh, I don't know how long I've been doing this because I didn't sign in. I forgot to sign in, so I felt so stupid. So anyway, I gave my 2 other Orange Theory trial days to a friend. So he's gonna use those. He seems grateful. So he was like, I'll try anything. So I was like, okay, great, like please take these. I felt bad. But like their Orange Theory, their follow-up to like you know, like acquire prospects and like to get them to sign a contract is like very good because like they don't, at least here, they don't ask for like your credit card or anything. I don't know how it is anywhere else, but I was curious and I did what I had to do. But just Orange Theory is not for me. I prefer like dance and like calisthenics, so I'm gonna stick with that. And then they also work out with like 8-pound weights, and the highest that I go is 3 pounds for each arm and lower, you know, because I do not want to be bulky at all, like not even a little bit. So I've gotten back into my workout with Swan, and so that's what I prefer, so I'm just gonna stick with that. If someone sends me like a trial, I'll definitely do the trial, which I forgot to mention. I also did Smoot. It's a gym, but they do like cycling and they do like yoga and stuff. So me and my friend, we went cycling and I enjoyed myself, but the problem was it was a little painful for me because my seat wasn't, it was too far, it was leaning too far back. Like I should have adjusted it and moved it forward. So I was like in pain for like 2-3 days. And then, you know, I work from home, so I wasn't walking as much as I should. I think if I was walking a lot more, I would have bounced back a lot faster, but that wasn't the case. And then yesterday, which was a lot of fun, I volunteered for Habitat for Humanity, and we like painted a whole house, which was really fun. I have some clips, but it's vertical, so it's not gonna be like, you know, horizontal. So yeah, I have some pictures, not of myself, unfortunately, of like other people, but I took some video, and so I'll show you guys that. I love volunteering, and when I was younger, I signed up for like, was it CARE? Can't remember the name of the volunteer. New York Cares. I signed up for that organization and I got to volunteer a few times with them. We did like work in like Central Park, putting fertilizer like on the trees, like mulch and stuff. And we went to like, I think maybe like the East River Park, and we did like the same thing. Or we were like raking leaves in the Bronx. We planted like a butterfly garden, and I love volunteering. I prefer to volunteer like outside. So it was nice. Like volunteering is just in my spirit. I love it. It's in my veins, it's in my blood. So I think by me going to that event, like a lot of doors opened for me that I'm not even aware of at the moment, because I did get to meet a few people. I got to meet someone like in charge, I won't say what organization, guys, but I got to meet him again. And I don't think he remembered me, because like when we didn't meet formally, but he was a speaker at an orientation that I went to. And so it was just tons of us there. So of course he didn't remember me, but I got to see him again. And you just like when you're doing nice things for other people, you just get to see different sides and learn more about people. You hear their stories, and it's just so authentic. Like you're not worried about like impressing anyone when you are like painting a house or you're doing something nice for people. You're just like so, like the guards are down, you're just so carefree, you're just like in the moment painting and stuff. Sorry, I'm looking out the window because it's raining. And I'm at an open house, guys, which I forgot to add. And so just in case someone comes in, like, I gotta wrap this up, you know? But yeah, is there anything else? I don't think so. More house updates, which I will show you guys. And you know, to be honest, like I'm so happy to have this channel. I'm happy to have this channel, but I'm just not, I honestly, guys, I don't even know what to say. Like I want to post frequently, I want to, but at the same time, like I know that's not who I am at my core. Like a social media person at my core, that's not really who I am. One of the reasons I made this channel was to like document my travels. And I haven't been traveling as much lately. And then when I was traveling, I was not recording, because like when I would go to Europe and stuff, it was really just to visit family. And so like who wants to record like their quiet time when you're with family? So I wasn't really documenting that, even though I really should have, because I saw a lot of beautiful things. And like now I'm in a place where I'm like getting, you know, at this point I'm not really starting over, but I'm just building things up. I'm building myself up. And so, you know, I can't travel as much as I want at the moment. So when I do travel, I am trying to make that effort to actually document what's going on in my life. So, I mean, I want you guys to go out and do things with your life. You know, I don't want to be like your daily entertainment. Like I don't want to be your entertainment. I don't, you know. So I'm kind of like happy that I can like take a step back, to be honest, and like not even I mean, I don't know if any of you guys are worried about like where I am, but I'm fine. But I like that freedom of like being able to step away and then come back. I don't think being on social media all the time is a good thing, and so I don't want to encourage that by like creating content just to create it, just so you guys have something to watch, or just so I can get monetized or anything like that. Honestly, I don't care so much. And I mean, I care because it's just an accomplishment. It'll be cool. Sorry, I'm smoking just in case. I saw a car drive by and I'm just like, but yeah, you know, reaching to 1,000 and, you know, being monetized, of course, that is an accomplishment. And I think part of what drives us in life is like having those goals and striving for them. But at the same time, like I don't want to lose my soul in the process. And life is outside, like real life is outside, experiences is outside, it's not on your phone. And so I just don't want to be one of the reasons why you guys are like locked into your phones and like watching me do, I don't want to curse, but BS, you know, real experiences. So like right now I'm out, I'm doing the open house. I'm learning. I had a couple come through, and honestly, I've done like maybe 3 open houses already, and so far I'm learning a lot. I'm learning what I do not want to do. Even today, like a couple came in, I did slightly better than like a last open house that I did, and I don't know if it's because I'm from New York, but what I notice is like I feel like I don't want to be a burden to people, so like when they come in, I don't want them to feel like I'm going to be shadowing them and like watching them and like breathing down their neck for like a contract to be signed. And so I don't think I'm coming off as standoffish, but I think I'm a little too detached from the situation when I think I should be offering more value. And so I'm gonna work on that, and then like bringing more to the open house. So I do want to offer value to people. I do want them to feel comfortable, and so I just have to do better at that. So actually, the couple that came in, I'm gonna follow up with them once this is done to like try to just to create a relationship, like not try to get a contract or anything, but just to create a relationship with them. So I didn't fumble the ball, but I fumbled the ball. I fumbled it. Anyway, so like my goal ultimately is to be like a listing agent, but I do want to have at least, one transaction with me working with a buyer, at least once. So we're gonna do that. And yeah, guys, this is a slow process. I don't know if anyone watching my channel is like an agent or like a brand new agent, but you already know when you're first starting out, I don't know. It's a little, I think what got me is that almost on a whim, I decided to get my license, right? Like, my sister, she's an agent. I know a few agents here. When I went on my trip, I met a real estate agent. And I was just like, you know what? My friend, she's a leasing agent. So I've been meeting so many agents. I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to be a real estate agent. So like when I came back from my trip, my friend, she came over to my house. I don't know if I made a video about my friend who came over. I might have. But anyway, she came over and she's like, no, I think you would make a great real estate agent. So I was like, you know what? Yeah. Oh, someone's here. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna come back, guys. I'm gonna come back. I'm back. So I had some customers come in. They already have an agent. So that's another thing. My dialogue when speaking to customers that have an agent is a little wonky. I'm working on it. I did a lot better this time considering, listen, each appointment is different. You have some appointments where people walk in, they have no questions. They don't ask you anything. They just want to look and then they leave. And then you have serious buyers that come in and they actually have questions, so you have to be prepared. And then you'll have someone come in, a kid come in with their mom or their dad. And then in this example, the dad is a realtor. And so the mom knows her stuff. Maybe she knows more than me, I don't know. But you have to be on your toes because you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what kind of prospect or what kind of situation you're walking into. So that is a lesson to learn. But I think I did way better this time around. Like when I first started, we'll go to like the company meetings and they were just speaking, like I don't know what the heck they were talking about. And then like at this point, like I understand like terms and stuff. So it's just like the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, and you start to feel like you're not an imposter, an outsider. So I'm just feeling more comfortable. So listen, I'm definitely gonna do more open houses because I need this. Like I need your hand to the fire, your foot to the fire, your butt to the fire. I just need like my whole body. Just like throw me in there so I can learn. And I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I'm just like, I'm using this opportunity to understand my weaknesses. And at this point, I have a lot, but I'm applying what I'm learning in these situations, in these scenarios to improve myself and be better. And yeah, I'm coming off a lot less like afraid and fearful. And when you mess up and you kind of own it, people like that as well. I don't know what I was talking about before they came, but oh yeah, I was saying that I don't want to be the reason why you guys are always like online and like watching YouTube videos. I watched, what is it called? Miracle Hands or Good Hands or something. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was a movie about Ben Carson. And I believe I'm sure it's based on his life. I just don't know if they took any artistic liberties with the story. But basically, you know, his mom's like really influential into like helping him become the man that he became. Because like apparently when he was younger, like he was doing well at one school, and then when they moved, he went to another school, and then his grades started to fail, and then his mom realized that he needed glasses, like he was failing because he couldn't see. I think that's one of the reasons. And then once he got his glasses, like his grades improved, and Ben Carson and his brother, they would like watch TV, and she like was like, okay, you know, you guys need some structure. You can only watch like 1 or 2 programs a week. Choose which one you want to watch, and then you got to go to the library and you have to read books. And you know, she pushed Ben Carson and his brother to like be the best version of themselves, but they wouldn't have become the best version of themselves if they continued to watch TV all the time, or they just continued to want to be entertained all the time. And she just really instilled in them that they can do whatever they want and they can do it better than anyone else. And you know, part of this YouTube channel is to inspire you guys to be better versions of yourselves. And I realized that, you know, this channel may never blow up, and honestly, even if it did, I don't know what I would do with that success. I really don't, because I do not want to be your entertainment. So that is why I'm not gonna create tons of videos of me like working out. You guys know what I'm doing. Go work out. Period. You don't have to see me work out 100 times because I'm not a fitness instructor. And so, but like the past month, I was feeling like very like uninspired. Like I was needing some kind of passion. And like when I really like stepped away from everything, I spent a week, like a couple of days out of the week, just going to get coffee like with my friend. And you know, those outings are something that I really value like in my life. That's something that I really love. I love, you know, like in Europe, and I'm sure they do it some places here, but I'm going off like experience, like what I know. You know, in Europe, it's like normal to sit outside, you know, at a cafe and drink coffee and, you know, have a little like dessert or an aperitivo or something. Like that's normal. I love that lifestyle. Like I love being out in the fresh air, sitting down with my friend, like walking our dogs, like, you know, having a freaking spritz, you know. Like I love that stuff, you know. So I spent the week, like we were just like going to cafes, getting coffee, walking our dogs, and just being like kind of carefree. It was like a mini vacation for me. And so we did that for a week. And I felt like so refreshed. Needed it. I didn't even realize what I needed. I needed that. And I was spending so much less time like worrying about YouTube and work. All right, guys. So I'm running out of space, so I'm gonna wrap this up. But basically, I needed that break. I took it, and yeah, just going forward, I want to just inspire you guys. And I don't have to be this content machine, which I do not want to be. What I have started doing that has really changed my days, and it's something that I really needed. First of all, if you're a Christian, you're not going to church, fine. I don't go to church, and I'm not saying you should not go to church, but I'm saying if you don't, you still have to find some way to like worship. And I'm not a singer, and I told God one day I was going to sleep, and I was like, listen, people love singing, and I'm sure you love that, but I'm not a singer. I don't enjoy singing. And I was like, you know, if you love that, that's something that you love, which I'm sure you do. Without worship music is awesome, but I'm just like, that's not me. People sing to worship, and I'm just like, that's not me. So how can I like exalt you and still be myself? Now, I don't know if that's the correct way of thinking, but I'm trying to let God meet me halfway. So what I started to do is I started scripture writing, and I'm starting from Genesis. And I'm using so much of my notebook, but that is to be expected. And so I started scripture writing. And guys, like when I tell you the peace of the Lord is upon me, The peace of the Lord is upon me, and I just feel like my days feel so much brighter. So that is something that I have been incorporating into my life, and I recommend it. So I'm trying to stay. I've been staying off screens, but I'm thinking about like where I want to go and what I want to do. And like I said, from when I volunteered yesterday, I feel like a door was open that I'm not even aware of. And so we're just gonna keep trucking and moving down, and we're gonna see where the Lord takes me. I just want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. And yeah, these past few weeks, I've just been trying to find like my passion and understanding like which direction that I want to go. And I think I'm getting there. I feel like I'm getting there. But I mean, my life is just like actually like really good. So I'm just like leaving it up to God. I definitely feel like God wants me to have this YouTube channel, and I have it, and I'm like, God, like, what do you want me to do with this channel? Like, is it supposed to be working out? I don't feel like He has called me to be a teacher or anything. Like, I feel like I've done what I'm supposed to do with like having the baby steps playlist, and for sure, if God tells me to do anything else, I'm gonna do it. So like right now, I just feel like a sitting duck. Like I'm in like that waiting season. I'm like, God, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? I'm here. What do you want me to do? Like I'm an instrument. Literally at this point, I'm an instrument. Like my life is just moving in a direction, and really God has His hand on the wheel because everything is going relatively well. But I'm still like, what am I supposed to do? And for the longest, I was wrestling with the fact. I'm like, you know, am I lazy? But it's like, no, I'm not lazy. It's just like I don't see the purpose or point in me posting and publishing like a lot of videos. There are people out there already like on TikTok going through everything that people are posting, you know, creating reaction videos. I'm not a reaction video person. I'm not a journalist. None of that. I'm just trying to be obedient. And so, I don't know, the most I can tell you is the good things that God has done for me in my life, and He's done plenty. Like, my whole life is a miracle. My whole life is a miracle, down to my conception. Everything. My life is a miracle, so I have a lot to be grateful for. And, like, I'm just trying to be a servant of God. But anyway, I felt so fulfilled yesterday volunteering, so I'm just trying to focus on doing more of that. And just being a gift to people, being a light, being helpful. Because honestly, I feel the most fulfilled when I'm out there doing things for others. I'm gonna close this up, guys, because that was like a rant. If you stayed here that long, thank you. That means you really down for me, and that's awesome. As I was saying in the previous videos, once we reach 1,000 as a thank you, I'm gonna be giving away some things, and yeah, that's it. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next video. And if you do not know who I am, and you're here for the first time, and you stayed all the way to the end, my name is Shalandi. I am a Christian vlogger, or I'm a Christian. I'm also a vlogger, and that's just who I am. And I'm just documenting my life, one step at a time. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.